Hello ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to this video. A very warm welcome to another video of mine. Well, today I'm gonna talk about the planet Ketu. You know, Ketu is gonna change its sign on the 12th of April 2022 and it is gonna move into the Libra sign and it is gonna be there until 30th of October 2023. So this change of Ketu in the sign of Libra is gonna be a very significant one. It is gonna be an important one. Let us now understand what is Ketu. Ketu doesn't have a head. It doesn't have any face. It doesn't have any nose. It doesn't have any ears. It doesn't have any eyes. It doesn't have a mouth to speak. It doesn't have a mouth to eat. So this is the planet Ketu. What it only has is hands, feet, stomach and a heart. I mean a body without a head. So seeing this planetary position of Ketu, when it moves into the Libra sign, I want to tell you all something today about this transit. I want to tell you all that when Ketu enters the Libra sign, you need to depend on yourself at this point in time. You need to depend on your hands and feet and your heart. You need to live a heart-centered life. You need to put your heart, soul and spirit into all the things you will be doing at this point in time. Whatever life may show you in reality, it wouldn't make a difference to you. You are gonna remain grounded at this point in time in spite of your success, in spite of your prosperity you have seen in the past. In other words, you are not gonna get complacent at this point in time. What you need to do is use your hands, feet and your heart to move forward in your life. Though the picture of this life in front of you might feel very rosy for you, but in reality, you will have to work hard towards it. You will have to work day and night towards your goals and dreams. You don't need to think at this point in time, but it is time to implement your ideas and plans at this particular moment. You need to be focused on your movement at this point in time and not your thoughts. You shouldn't be thinking too much about your goals and dreams. You shouldn't be thinking how you will progress in your life. What will help you to progress in your life? How and what is none of your business. The universe itself will naturally show you how things are gonna manifest for you in your life. How that greatness is gonna become a reality in your life. You only need to act at this point in time. Your physical actions are gonna be of paramount importance in your life at this particular moment. You need to move forward in your life at this point in time, taking the help of your body. Your hands and feet and your heart. You need to do things with your heart, because where your heart is, there your treasure is also. At this point in time, your movement is very important, because if you don't have movement, then you become stagnant, you become static. But this particular Ketu will help you to move forward in your life. It is gonna make you reach your destination in your life. It is gonna make you reach your goals and dreams in your life. At this point in time, don't hesitate to take help from others, because you need that help not because you are weak, but you need that help because you want to remain strong. So if you want to remain strong at this point in time, you need to take help from your near and dear ones, your loved ones, your friends. Though you might not take their suggestions and advices, but whenever needed, you must take their help. That physical help or that moral help from them. At this point in time, you shouldn't think about your future. You should only think about your present and do what you can, where you are, with what you have. Don't make excuses at this point in time not to move forward in your life. Take advantage of the things with what you have currently. Don't grumble, don't complain, don't moan or groan. that you don't have a certain thing, hence you will not be able to move forward in your life. Utilize those things which God has given you and take advantage of them to move forward in your life. Blaming God or others at this point in time will not do you any good. You know, this movement which you will have during this time will take you to your destination, to your goals and dreams at this point in time. So, the basic point is, don't use your mind, don't use your thoughts at this point in time. Instead, believe in your actions. Believe in the karmas at this point in time. I mean, your good actions at this point in time. And the actions, the karmas which you do at this point in time will benefit you in your future. You know, what goes around comes around. That means what you sow, so shall you reap. So during this time, you need to be very careful about your karmas. Your karmas should be in sync with your moral values at this point in time. You should only focus on your good karmas at this point in time, and you should make a conscious, deliberate and a determined effort to do only the good karmas at this point in time. You know, at this point in time, you need to keep that blind faith in your life. I mean, you need to keep that blind faith on God as well as on your life. You need to believe that certain things are gonna happen at this point in time. You know, you have to take a step in that river which doesn't have a bridge, which doesn't have anything to walk on. And you need to keep the faith that whenever you take your first step in that river which doesn't have a bridge, which doesn't have anything concrete on it, a plank would appear. So you need to keep that blind faith during this time that you are not gonna fall in your life, and God is gonna support you at every step of your life. So if you take the first step in that river, a plank would appear. Then when you take the next step, another plank would appear. So keeping this faith that you will not fall in that river, I mean, keeping this belief that God is gonna save you at every juncture of your life, you need to take your steps in your life. Don't be afraid to take that step towards that river at this point in time. Don't fear anything at this point in time, and just be bold and aggressive at this point in time and start moving towards that river which does not have a bridge. And I am certain that you will not fall in that river. You will not fall in that water and get drowned. You know, your faith and belief on yourself and your God is very important at this point in time. You know, at this point in time, in spite of you not having the talents, gifts and abilities, you will be able to astonish this world. You will be able to amaze this world with your feats, with your work at this point in time, because of the courage you show at this point in time, because of the willingness to move forward at this point in time, because of your willpower at this point in time. You will not be able to see the future, but you have to act on your ideas and plans. You have to move forward with your ideas and plans which you have in your heart, not in your mind, because your mind is not gonna support you at this particular moment. As I told you earlier, you have to use your heart at this point in time, because where your heart is, there your treasure is also. All you need to do at this point in time is keep on working hard towards your goals and dreams without the expectation of a reward. So this is all I wanted to tell all you people regarding this particular transit of Ketu in the Libra sign. Now let me start predicting about all the zodiac signs for this particular transit of Ketu. Well, let me start with the Aries moon sign, Aries ascendant people. You know, this particular Ketu in the Libra sign will be in your 7th house. So during this time, you will make some movements towards your business. If you were planning to do a business, then at this point in time, you will take that initiative to move forward in your life with that business. You will want to move forward in your current business as well. I mean, if you are already doing a business, then at this point in time, you would like to expand your business, invest in your business. You would be determined to expand and invest in your business at this point in time. By that same token, if you wanted to get married, then at this point in time, you would make some great efforts to get married. I mean, you will make some efforts to find your life partner at this point in time. You wouldn't think about the pros and cons of that marriage, and you will just simply, blindly fall in that relationship at this point in time, which may prove to be a boon in disguise for you. You are gonna make your relationships at this point in time stronger. You'd probably do away with that business partner which has been troubling you, which has been a source of irritation for you. You might like to discard that investor in your business which has been troubling you for quite some time now. Well, for those people who are wanting to settle abroad, this could be a time where you take that important decision and you reach the place where you want it to be. That foreign location. Well, for Taurus moon sign, Taurus ascendant people, this particular Ketu will be in your 6th house. So during this time, you are gonna conquer your enemies. You are gonna conquer all your illnesses and diseases which were a part of your life previously. You are gonna see success in your court cases, in your litigations, which had been a part of your life and which was troubling you too much. Don't be critical of others at this point in time. You need to mind your business at this point in time. You need to be critical of yourself at this point in time. You need to focus on your flaws at this point in time, and you need to rectify those flaws, those mistakes which you have made in your life previously. You could lose someone very dear to you at this point in time. What others are doing is none of your business. You need to focus on your goals and dreams of your life, and you need to move forward at this point in time. During this transit of Ketu. Well, for Gemini moon sign, Gemini ascendant people, this particular Ketu will be in your 5th house during this time. So at this point in time, you will see that you are getting very creative with your life. Your imagination is gonna be at its peak during this time. You are gonna imagine things which is beyond the realm of possibility, which is beyond the realm of reality. And you are gonna make sure that you achieve those things in reality as well. You are gonna manifest things in your life which for others may be very difficult to manifest. Others are gonna get surprised by your achievements, your accomplishments at this particular moment. There could be an addition to your family at this point in time. And for those people who are in the stock market, they are gonna earn good money at this point in time. You are gonna use your intelligence at this point in time to decipher those stocks, to recognize those stocks in which you can make money, and you will be quite successful in doing so. Well, for those people who are in a romantic relationship, let me tell you all that this time is gonna be a superb time for you all. You and your love partner are gonna go out of your way to love each other at this point in time. You all are gonna show your love for each other under any circumstances. Though life may throw some difficult moments in front of you, yet you are gonna remain strong and continue with this relationship, howsoever difficult it might prove to be. Well, for students, this time is gonna be a great time as well. You are gonna excel in your studies at this point in time, and you are gonna be determined about educating yourself thoroughly at this point in time. Well, for Cancer moon sign, Cancer ascendant people, this particular Ketu will be in your 4th house. So at this point in time, you all are gonna work very hard towards getting that luxury, that comfort which you always wanted to have. You could also buy a property at this point in time. or you could sell one of your old properties in order to get a new one. You could also have a change of residence at this point in time. You could also buy an electronic gadget or several electronic gadgets at this point in time for your entertainment. People who are wanting to start a factory, they can do so at this point in time, because this would be an ideal time for them to buy machinery for that factory. I mean, you could buy a machine at this point in time which will give you a lot of profits in the future. You could yearn to be with your loved ones at this point in time. For example, if you are abroad, you might be feeling that it is time for you to be with your loved ones, your near and dear ones at this point in time. You could be feeling too lonely at this point in time. Well, for Leo moon sign, Leo ascendant people, this particular Ketu will be in your third house. So during this time, you are gonna show exemplary courage in your life. You are gonna take some very bold decisions at this point in time. You are gonna be very aggressive at this point in time. You are gonna be very proactive in your work at this point in time. You wouldn't wait for opportunities to come to you. Instead, you would go out and create them for yourself. You would try to create opportunities for yourself which is gonna profit you in the future. Your siblings are gonna be of extreme help to you at this point in time, and vice versa. You are gonna communicate very well with everyone in this world. You are gonna tell this world that who you are and what you want to achieve. After you communicate these things to the world wouldn't bother you with their own opinions, with their own advices and suggestions at this particular moment, because they would see the determination in you to succeed in life. Well, for Virgo moon sign, Virgo ascendant people, this particular Ketu will be in your second house. So during this time, there is gonna be complete harmony between you and your family members at this point in time. You and your family members are gonna work in tandem to see progress in your life, to see success in your life. I mean, you are gonna get a lot of help from your family members to progress and see success in your life. You could be inclined towards saving money at this point in time. You would feel that it is time for you to accumulate wealth at this point in time. Your speech towards others would dramatically improve at this point in time. I mean, those harsh words, those harsh thoughts towards others would be a thing of the past. You would feel that it is time for you to treat others fairly at this point in time, and you would expect the same from others. Well, for Libra moon sign, Libra ascendant people, this particular Ketu will be in your ascendant or over your moon sign. So at this point in time, you would feel confident about yourself. You would take certain decision in your life which will take you forward in your life. If you hadn't been taking any sort of decisions in your life in regard to your career, then at this point in time, you are gonna take those decisions, those hard decisions for yourself at this point in time. You'd be willing to risk at this point in time. You know, if you are not willing to risk in your life, then you can't grow in your life. If you can't grow in your life, then you can't become your best in your life. And if you can't become your best in your life, then you can't remain happy. And if you can't remain happy, then what else is there? Because ultimately all the human beings of this world want happiness. So you will take that risk at this point in time, and you would be successful in that risky decision of yours. Your behavior towards others would be compassionate and of pity during this time. So you would go out of your way to help others at this point in time. It could be your family members, your loved ones, your near and dear ones. You would exhibit tremendous confidence in front of this world during this time. Well, for Scorpio moon sign, Scorpio ascendant people, this particular Ketu will be in your 12th house. So during this time, you are gonna remain connected to God. You are gonna remain connected to religion. You are gonna remain connected to spiritualism at this point in time. To move forward in your life, you are gonna realize that this life is very temporary. So you are gonna make the most of your present time at this point in time. This world can isolate you at this point in time. You could meet with some unwanted expenditures at this point in time, but you do these expenditures willingly, and you are gonna remain detached with that money, that wealth during this time. It wouldn't make a difference to you at this point in time if you lose money at this point in time because of that religion in you. You are gonna realize that there is a supreme power which is ruling you. Hence, you are gonna surrender to that supreme power at this point in time. And you are gonna feel a sense of strength coming from God directly to you. Well, for Sagittarius moon sign, Sagittarius ascendant people, this particular Ketu will be in your 11th house. So during this time, all your ambitions, all your wishes, all your desires are gonna get fulfilled. You are gonna see extreme monetary gains for yourself at this point in time. Your elder siblings are gonna help you at this point in time. If your money was stuck with some person in this world, then probably at this point in time, you will get that money. You are also likely to complete some projects at this point in time. I mean, if you are working on a certain project, then you are likely to see success in those projects at this point in time. Generally speaking, you are gonna gain a lot of things during this time, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Well, for Capricorn moon sign, Capricorn ascendant people, this particular Ketu will be in your 10th house. So during this time, you will see a rise in your life. You are gonna see a rise in your business, in your job, in your career at this point in time. You are gonna go several notches higher in your life at this point in time in terms of your designation, in terms of your power and status at this point in time. You are gonna get that power and status which you always wanted in this life. You shouldn't become proud and arrogant of yourself because of the power and status you receive during this time. People belonging to the Capricorn moon sign, Capricorn ascendant are gonna start working very hard to achieve their success in their life at this point in time. Well, for Aquarius moon sign, Aquarius ascendant people, this particular Ketu will be in your 9th house. So during this time, there would be a sudden change in your luck. I mean, things would get better for you at this point in time. You would prove to be very lucky for yourself at this point in time. If you wanted to accomplish any sort of success, then at this point in time, you would be able to accomplish it. In other words, universe is gonna be on your side at this particular moment. But don't forget to respect your elders at this point in time. If they are giving you a suggestion and advice, you should listen to those advices and suggestions and implement those in your life. If you receive any sort of advice and suggestion from your teachers, your guru, your astrologers, then you should definitely listen to them and implement those suggestions and advices in your life. There is also a possibility of you settling abroad at this point in time. Even if you don't settle abroad, there is a strong possibility of you traveling abroad at this point in time. You could find a guru and a teacher for yourself at this point in time who will guide you in your life in the future. Well, for Pisces moon sign, Pisces ascendant people, Ketu will be in your 8th house. So during this time, there will be a lot of transformations in your life. There could be some major changes in your life at this point in time in terms of your career, job, or business. You would be inclined to leave your old and to go towards the new at this point in time. You would feel that life has become very monotonous for you. Hence, you would like to make that transformation, that change in your life. You can also be compelled by life to take rest at this point in time. You'd think that you are tired in your life, hence you need that rest at this point in time. So you could undertake a sabbatical at this point in time. You could also develop an interest in occult science at this point in time. And if you are doing a research on any subject at this point in time, you are gonna see some great breakthroughs for yourself at this point in time. You are gonna invent something new for yourself as well as for the world during this time. Well, this pretty much completes my analysis about Ketu in the Libra sign. If you want some specific predictions about yourself, then you can contact me directly. Well, like I always say, that if you wish to know your future through astrology and you are determined to live the best possible version of yourself, well, one must always try to live his or her best version of themselves, because there is only one life to live. There are no duplicates of a life. You will not get a chance to live this beautiful life once again. And if you wish to enhance your luck in your life, if you want to boost your luck in your life, if you want to increase and improve your luck in your life, then I have several remedies for you. You can utilize these remedies in your life to make your life better. It is gonna enhance your luck in your life ultimately. You know, these remedies which I'm talking about are all religious remedies, are all godly remedies, and these remedies can be utilized by any person of any religion. Well, these remedies will help you to earn more money in your life. It is gonna show you success and prosperity in your life. It is gonna make you experience richness in your life. It is gonna make you a positive person in your life. It is gonna make you experience peace, tranquility and calmness in your life, which is most important for human beings. And if you are hell-bent on taking your life from the ridiculous to the sublime, from the low point to the high point, from nothing to something, then you can contact me over WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number has been given on this video. Have a great day and a great time ahead. God bless you all. Jai Mata Di. Jai Ma Kali.